anymore. Guns are not making us safe. They're making us less safe.
Chris Christie, pick up on what Maggie was saying earlier. We talked about guns as a voting issue, but it does appear that there's been a hardening in the Republican Party around this issue.
Well, I think there's been a hardening on both sides, George, and I think that the president's speech this week reflected that as well on the Democratic side. And Maggie's comments about the potentially taking executive action, which is a dubious thing to do from a legal perspective, shows the hardening on the left as well. And I think it's just a constant symptom of where we are in the country right now. This is one issue that's an example of, but there are many others where people in each party have decided there's no compromise here because there's no one on the other side willing to compromise. And they say that about each other and point fingers both ways. And
is this really a both sides issue, though?
No, I do, George. I think both sides create the atmosphere. Right. So when the president is saying the stuff that he said in his speech the other evening this week, and the emotion that he says it with, he is essentially trying to imply that people who disagree with him are immoral. And I think when you start raising it to that level, you better win. Because if you don't, the other side will never move towards you, ever. If you're going to say this is a purely moral issue, if you don't agree with me, yeah, then you're immoral.
What is moral if it's not life and death? When it's taking the lives of innocent children, when it's taking the lives of 80-year-old grandmothers who are in a grocery store trying to feed her family, it's moral. What is life if it's not that I cannot walk the streets? Look, Chris, I live in an urban city.